How's it going, everyone? Alex here, back for another video. So today I'm going to be going over my opinions on ban list, the ban list predictions. What's going to happen in the next ban list, which should be coming round the corner, maybe in about next week or so, something like that. But my prediction video, here it is. Here's my opinions on everything, and again, guys, I just want to exaggerate again. This is my opinion, so please respect that. We're all entitled to our own views. You might have something completely different, but if you want to tell me about your opinion, put that in the comment section below, and I will surely be there to respond. So, anyway, let's go straight into this ban list. So, we're going to be discussing three major archetypes after some in general: Zodiac, True Draco, and Dinosaur. But beforehand, I have to get Maxie out of the way immediately. This card has been on the hot topic for a long time. It is a card that's a problem at 1, not a problem at none, and not a problem at 3. My opinion on Maxie is it needs to go back to 3. Maxie is, after watching Worlds, I watched a lot of Worlds, by the way, and after watching Worlds, it kind of made me realize how important Maxie is in this game. Vanity's Emptiness is gone. It went ages ago, and we have barely any floodgates in the game. And putting Maxie to 1 is pretty damn stupid, considering that it's practically the best floodgate card at the moment. People say it's the best card in the game because it practically is the best card in the game, and we need floodgates. And people who say, "Oh no, ban Maxie, ban Maxie." If Maxie was still at 3, you wouldn't be saying that at all. So don't go around saying Maxie should be banned just because now people have realized at 1 it's dangerous. Because at 1 it is dangerous. Now it's because we're at the game, we're in the stage where whoever goes first wins, or whoever goes second and draws Maxie can technically win because they draw a floodgate. But Maxie can counter itself at 3, you know. You draw off Maxie and you can draw another Maxie, you know. I played 3 Maxie. I understand why it went to 2, but going to 1, I never understood, and I think it needs to go back to 2 or 3. But that's just my view. Let's go straight to Zodiac now. Zodiac is the deck that is just going to get completely nerfed to the ground, shafted, in it, instantly gone. So the first card I want to be talking about is Zodiac Rapier. I think it's going to go to 1. Personally, in my opinion, I don't think it should go to 1 because the other cards that are the problem are going to go. But Rat is interesting because if these XYZ cards like Broadball and Trident stay at 3, stay at 1 or 2, or all this sort of stuff, then Rat has to go. It has to go to 1. But if Broadball goes and say Trident goes, then Rat can stay at 2, and they can still make some power plays with some rogue decks. I'm okay with that, but in my opinion, Rat should just go to 1. That way it's a safe place, because there is no reason why you should be able to make so many dumb, amazing plays, then put Rat back into the deck, and then repeat the process next turn. It's just too good. Next card is Zodiac Barrage. I think this card just needs to go straight in the bin. No card should be allowed to destroy itself and special summon from the deck. It's basically a Zodiac version of E-Tally almost, or something similar along the lines of that. It's a free special summon, and it's pretty dumb. It's pretty fucking stupid. This card has got far too much utility and is just way too strong. I think it just needs to go straight in the bin, straight on the ban list. Broadball also is the card that people realized in the OCG was the problem over Trident, but Broadball is the reason for why Zodiac is so good. The card is so fucking generic. 2 level 4 monsters doesn't even need to be Beast Warrior monsters like that Tiger King something, or Fire Brotherhood, whatever card it is. It's technically generic. This card means you can practically play in this card in any fucking deck. No wonder you're seeing Zodiac Dinosaur, Zodiac Zombies, Zodiac this, that, and the other, because it's so fucking easy to splash into any deck. The card is pretty broken for the main reason that it's not a once per turn card. You can just detach, search, and then if you have a second copy of it, repeat the process again. It's just far too good of a card. I think the best place to put Broadball is either to 1 or 0. I think it's going to go to 0 because I don't think Konami want to risk anything, but if they want to put it to 1 and just allow there to be a generic rank 4 card that can search Beast Warriors, I'm totally fine with that. Dryden also needs to be kept an eye on, because as much as I love my Zodiac, I play Zodiac Dinosaur at the moment, and as much as I love Zodiac Dryden, this card isn't necessarily like a big problem, but just needs to be kept an eye on because of basically of what it does. The card is easy to summon, firstly, as we all know, because you know how Zodiac works. You practically just special summon a Broad Ball and then do this, that, and the other. And the fact that you can just detach and destroy a card on the field is just really, really powerful. I mean, during either player's turn, the card, if Broad Ball stays, is technically generic, but like, you know, that sort of stuff. I don't think it should be hit, but if they do hit it, they're just going to put it to 1. There's no reason why they should ban it. And that just wraps up for Zodiac. Now let's go straight on to True Draco. Now, True Draco is interesting, and you guys might disagree with my opinion altogether. So we've got to start off with Masterpiece. Masterpiece is the boss monster of True Draco. You know, it is practically one of the best cards you can use in this deck. In fact, it is the best card. The card that is just able to banish and destroy on the field it's just so damn good. It's during either player's turn. It can just be unaffected by stuff, and the only way you can really get rid of it is by fucking kaijuing it. In fact, half the time you probably won't even be able to do that, because by the time you do make any plays, the card's just going to destroy stuff. You can make it unaffected by stuff, and the card is just so powerful. I think putting it to 1 is the safest option. The card is insanely powerful and needs to really just be put to 1. The deck can really function well even with just 1. Dragonic Diagram is an interesting one. After watching Worlds, I kind of realized how powerful Dragonic Diagram is even at 1. I want to see Dragonic Diagram not even put to 1, just banned. I want to see it banned straight away. The card is just too good. You should not be allowed to destroy your own monsters with no cost and be able to search things really easily. You can say the same thing about, what's it called, Fire King Island and stuff, but that's insanely archetype centric and can counter you and can blow up your whole field when it leaves the field. Adding on to that, it's once per turn, and Dragonic Diagram is not. And plus, there is a way of recycling Dragonic Diagram. I can't remember what True Draco card it is, but it can put it back into the deck. The card is searchable, and in my opinion, even at 1, it's too powerful and should just be banned. You might disagree with me, but really, it is for the best. So let's move on to Dinosaur. Now, Dinosaur, I don't really have a lot to say about. I'm a Dinosaur player myself, and I know what this deck does. It is very powerful, and if Zodiac and True Draco get hit, this deck will just dominate everything. In fact, it's the deck that's topping in OCG as we speak, and it is absolutely disgusting. The deck is insanely powerful. So let's just go straight into it. Dragonic Diagram, firstly, is a reason why the deck is so damn good. You don't really see competitive players using Lost World. Lost World is a good card, don't get me wrong, but it's just not good enough to be a card used in competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just not good enough. So Dragonic Diagram is, all honesty, a powerful card, and this is another reason why I think it should be banned. Don't forget, they use True King Lithosogym. This card is also a very powerful card, but again, will not be banned and does not need to be hit at all. So it kind of really proves that certain prospects, if they're using Yangzing, True Draco, all this sort of stuff, Dinosaurs kind of live off other decks, and like, it will be hit directly and for good measures, and I think they're just going to hit Soul Eating Oviraptor. This card is just got far too much utility. Far too much utility. It's a basically just a free search on summon. You summon it, search a dinosaur, add it to your hand, or send it to the graveyard. Most of the time, you're going to be adding it to your hand, and half of the time, it's going to be more than likely Ulti Conductor Tyranno or a baby. One or the other, and because of Dragonic Diagram, the card just does too much work. Again, being able to destroy cards on the field and that are dinosaur and stuff, and be able to special summon ones from your graveyard onto the field again, is just so fucking good. It's just too fucking good. This card is too fucking good. It should just either go to 1 or to 2. But personally, I think if they're going to hit this and restart the meta, I think they're just going to put Soul Eating Oviraptor to 1. And it's for good measures. As much as I love this card, it does need to go to 1. Let's go on to some other cards. So Card of Demise is also an interesting card. Now, Card of Demise, people knew this card was a problem last year back when Monarchs and Cosmo were the top decks and Burning Abyss and stuff. Card of Demise needs to really be looked at. I think going to 1 is a fair play on Card of Demise, because being able just to draw until you have 3 after you've made a power play and you have no cards in your hand is just far too good. Free draws should not be allowed, and then people say like, oh yeah, but you have to, discard your hand at the end of the turn. You can't, your opponent takes no damage. That's not even a fucking good excuse. The card is just far too damn good. I think Card of Demise is a issue and really should just be put to 1. Gofoo is also an interesting one. I don't really want to say much about Gofoo, because Gofoo is, although a powerful card, we haven't really seen it in the TCG as much yet. I think it should just stay to 3 until next format, until we know how powerful the card really is. Don't forget, this is just the beginning of Link format, so we can't really hit absolutely everything. Daigusto Emerald. This is my opinion. I don't like the idea that you should be allowed to shuffle 3 cards into your deck and then draw. That's basically, and with the game being so fast, you're able to use Emerald on first turn. Like when Emerald came out, it was kind of just like intended to be, a generic rank 4 monster. You use it if the game's going late, just so you can put a bit more resources. Say if I'm playing heroes, I've used all my Shadow Mists, and now I can Daigusto Emerald and put them back in just so I can, make some more plays. This card, I think, needs to be kept an eye on and maybe go to 1. I'm unsure. I think this is a bit biased towards me, but I still think this card is insanely powerful and might need to be just kept an eye on. Solemn Strike. I want this card to go to 1. I think 1,500 life points to negate a summon or an activation is just not good enough. It's too little, and I think Solemn Strike going to 1 is a fair play card. I think going to 1 or being just a card at 1 is just the way it should be. It should not be allowed at 3, and people just play, I don't know, 3 Solemn Strike, like all this, that, and the other. What happened to just being able to, only having 1 Solemn Warning and then Dark Bribe and then this, that, and the other? That's how it worked beforehand, and now Solemn Strike came in and the game just got 10 times easier. I think Solemn Strike needs to go to 1. Terraforming also. This card is just like a free search, and with field spells getting powerful, this card should just go to 1. I think it's safe and it's better. Ghost Ogre and Ash Blossom are also cards that need to be looked at, but Ash Blossom in particular, this card is everywhere, and it's in every single fucking deck that you see now. If you don't have an Ash Blossom in there, don't play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! The card has far too much utility. The way you're able to have like 1 out of 3 effects, like that's just too good. And you negate stuff as well. I think this card should go to 1, but I don't think it will yet. Only because Maximum Crisis came out like not so long ago. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Make sure to hit that thumbs up and leave a comment below, and I will talk to you guys later. Peace!